Do you find it stressful to be in crowds or to meet new people, especially when you haven't done so in a long time? Do you sometimes express this stress through things like nail biting or hair pulling? This is similar to the experience of many laying hens, chickens kept for egg laying, who engage in feather pecking behavior. In both industry and backyard farms alike, hens may develop the tendency to sharply pull at and sometimes even remove the feathers of other hens. This can lead to a loss of feather cover and even skin injury over time, so it's a huge issue for both their health and welfare. There are many factors that can contribute to this behavior, but one notable one is the experience of stress, and we set out to test one specific type of stressor, social. To start, we recorded and analyzed the behavior of control and socially stressed hens. We exposed hens to social stress by moving them into pens with both familiar and unfamiliar birds. For a species that normally forms small, stable social groups, similar to you in a family or a close group of friends, this is a huge source of stress for them, and one that they'll most likely have to deal with at some point in their lives, especially on a commercial egg farm. We also looked at how they handled this stress over time. Hens were mixed into new groups this way multiple times over the course of 4 weeks, on an unpredictable schedule meant to keep them from anticipating the change. In our findings, hens did engage in more feather pecking per minute when they were socially stressed, supporting the role of social stress as a feather pecking trigger. As well, this increase was maintained throughout the 4 weeks of the trial. This suggests that while the stress of repeated mixing didn't compound over time, the chickens didn't get much better at coping with an environment of repeated and unpredictable social stress, at least not within the month-long time frame. Imagine you're a manager, with an employee moving into a new work team with new coworkers. We recognize that it's a big transition. You might try to limit how often this change happens, or build structure and support around the process to make it easier on them. And ultimately, beyond just giving us a glimpse into the social lives of chickens, the knowledge of how they're affected by social stress can help us inform our own practices for caring for them, to keep these birds happy and healthy.